What would you say to that family that's just now sort of thinking things through, where everybody's in a good place, but we want to think about the future? What would you say to them?
I'd say planning is really important. The family dynamic is so hard to predict. I find there are situations, and I'm thinking of one particular right now, where there were 3 girls involved, and there was mom there, and the girls were involved on Zoom calls and very involved in the process and very caring and taking care of mom and dad, and mom and dad were communicative. And that was great. And there are other situations where the relationship is not that dynamic, and a mom or dad wants to stay, keep the kids out of it. They don't want to disturb their worlds. They don't have the best relationship. Sometimes they don't trust the relationship. So really every situation is a whole lot different. But I would say my focus is always with the older adult. And when the older adult, and we talk about what the relationship is and how much they want me to communicate with the children and how open that relationship is, then I in turn will know how to deal with things. But I always ask for permission. Ideally, we're all on the same page, and then we're all planning ahead of time. So there are a lot of times where I'm coming in and people are saying, well, I'm not ready to leave yet, right? So, and I'm an aging in place specialist. So, because what I found is that a lot of times people aren't ready to move. And 90% of the time, people say, I want to go out feet first. I'm not going anywhere. So I found that. So there's nothing in it for me in regard to selling the house. But what I can do is I can put my aging in place hat on, and I can say, okay, well, if we're going to stay here, there's certain things that I recommend that you do. And there could be remodifications of the home to do that. There could be accommodations with grab bars and flooring and lighting and wearing the medical alert system around their neck, all sorts of things that we can do to help you stay put. Nothing in it for me other than the satisfaction of knowing that you're going to be taken care of. If it then gets to the point where we can't live there comfortably by ourselves, then we talk about bringing somebody in. So we talk about in-home care, private duty. And then if it gets to the point where that's no longer affordable or the way that you want to go, then we talk about independent living communities and how you can transition there, and we have folks that can help you find the right place.
Well, and I want to go back to the planning part of it, because we all have, every single one of us in this studio and out there in the world has this in common. We all have end-of-life moments that are coming, and the more you can put that on the table and look at it and ahead of time, the better off you're going to be.